Today, let us try to understand why your heart is making sound. Yes, it makes sound, the Lub-Dub sound. Why it is getting produced? The Lub-Dub sound is getting produced because of the closure of the valves. So, on the right side, what will happen? We have the deoxygenated blood, which will come into the right auricle, then it will come into the right ventricle. Once the right ventricle is full, the blood tries to go back into the right auricle, then the tricuspid valve which is there will be closing. Okay, and towards the left side, which is receiving the oxygenated blood from left auricle to the left ventricle, the blood when it flows, once the left ventricle is full, it tries to go back into the left auricle. So to prevent that, the mitral valve or the bicuspid valve will close, and both sides the valve will be closing simultaneously. Also, what will happen once this right ventricle is full, it will try to enter into the next part. This is the pulmonary aorta. So into the pulmonary aorta, the blood will be pumped. So once the blood is pumped into pulmonary aorta, again it can come back into the right ventricle. To prevent that, there are what are called the aortic valves. So the aortic valve, the pulmonary aortic valve will close off to prevent the backward flow of blood from the pulmonary aorta into the right ventricle. And likewise here will be the systemic aorta, and the valves here will be present, the aortic valves, which are semilunar in shape. Okay, so from the left ventricle, the blood is pumped, the oxygenated blood is pumped into the systemic aorta. To prevent its backward flow, the aortic valves will close. So because of the closure of the auriculoventricular valves, that is the tricuspid and bicuspid valves, the first sound of the heart, that is the Lub sound, will be produced, which is sharp sound. Followed by this will be the closure of the aortic valves, which will produce the second sound of the heart, that is the Dub sound. So this is how the Lub-Dub sound is produced, just because of the closure of the valves, which will prevent the backward flow of the blood into the respective compartments. So hope you understood. It is quite easy like this.